single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
Therapy with Ari Manis.
Have you ever done a podcast before?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, lots of them.
Lots of them?
Yeah.
How many you think?
Like 6. Probably out here,
That's not a lot. 6 or 7?
I guess you're right. I mean, I'm doing my own.
You have your own, okay.
Midwestern.
Oh, and you've done a bunch of those.
Yeah, but like as a guest, probably like 7.
What's yours called?
3 Midwestern Sasquatches.
Is it you and 2 other
really tall Midwestern women?
The other comics?
In the one's in improv, and the other just works at Soul Cycle. But she's.
Do you do improv as well?
I did do improv before I did stand up.
Are those the Allbirds?
Yep.
The wool ones?
Yep.
Should I get them?
Yes. You would think that they have sponsored me because I tell everyone to get them.
Merino wool. I don't have merino wool shoes, but I have merino wool boxers and socks.
Oh, fuck. Are they the best things ever?
And they're the best things ever.
These are literally, I've thrown them in the wash like 3 different times. I don't wear socks with them half the time, and they're so comfortable.
They're good.
They're so good.
And how long have you had them?
Like,
I heard they don't hold up well.
Oh, I just got them for Christmas. Don't tell me that.
That's what I heard. The one con. I heard they stretch out, and that's what scared me from getting them because they're $100.
Yeah, are they $100?
$95.
It was a gift.
Yeah, it was a nice gift.
It's a nice
$95 gift.
Well, shit.
And the rumor is, I haven't had them. I've never owned them.
Right.
But the rumor is they last, if you wear them a lot, maybe 2 months.
What the fuck?
But I heard they're awesome for those 2 months.
I feel broken.
Now let me ask you this: do you wear them? You wear them obviously around town to podcast.
To all 6 of them.
Have you exercised in them?
No. Well, Can
you exercise in them?
I'm working on a project right now that I had to run around in them a lot, and it was fine. It was fine. I was doing some wild stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm weird. It's weird interviewing someone I don't know. I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't really know you either.
We've met
at like Caitlin's show.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that I see you around.
I don't really see you around that much. Where do you hang out?
I've seen you at the Comedy Store a few times.
The Comedy Store? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you hang out.
In the chat, not all the time, but I do.
Where's your spot?
I guess I don't know. I'm like all over the place. Like I'm
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Anywhere
I get
everyone
booked.
that'll have you.
Everywhere.
You don't have like, if I'm not booked, this is where I go. Kick it.
I mean, if I'm not booked, I'm at an open mic. Burt's is now my new spot.
Burt's is your go-to.
Well, now that Rachel started it. Before, I guess, where was that? I go to Ueno a lot.
Oino Voino?
Yeah.
Oino Vino?
Avino. Yeah, I go there a lot.
Wine shop?
I'm at Poncho's on Mondays, even if I'm not booked.
Okay, so there you go. Those are your hangout
my
spots.
schedule just opened, so I am able to go to Potluck now. So I just went to Potluck.
Where were you before on Mondays?
Nannying until 6:30.
And now you quit the nannying gig?
No, I got booked on it. Well, I got booked on a series, so I don't have to nanny for this month that I'm filming. So and we film Tuesday through Friday.
So this month, no nannying. You're going to sign up for Potluck?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
I signed up for Potluck for 2 years straight. I think maybe I probably missed a handful of Mondays, but and when I signed up for Potluck, it was Sundays and Mondays, and I would sign up every Sunday and Monday for about 2 years.
Wow.
Straight.
How many times did you get on?
For the first 6 months, I didn't get on because I don't. It's it's a little political. It's not straight lottery.
That's what I hear.
And I knew that, but I was fighting it. I'm like, I'm not playing this game. I'm signing up every week until they put me on.
I'm not doing this.
I'm not doing this political LA bullshit. I'm funny. I'm signing up. Eventually, you're going to have to put me on.
Right.
And then 6 months go by. And it didn't get on once. And this was, again, 2 days a week.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun hanging out, but it was frustrating. And then maybe secretly part of me didn't want to go on. Maybe a little part of me was scared. and just wanted to feel like I was doing it even though I wasn't.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. I'll go to open mics, like the improv open mic or whatever, and I sign up, and then I'm like, I hope they don't call me in my mind.
That's me every time. I do the improv mic a lot too, and that's me all the time there. I used to do the Laugh Factory mic a lot, and then that landed me Fresh Faces and stuff. But I used to want to never get called because I was like, I just want to feel like I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And then.
But secretly, it's scary going up there. It's pressure. You don't want to do bad.
The Comedy Store is great, but like I'm still in that phase of my career where I'm in my head every time I'm there.
Yeah, I'm still in that phase everywhere.
Like I've performed in the Belly Room, but like so is everyone. Those are like.
Right, the outside produced shows and stuff.
Yeah, and that's all I've done. It's not like I've. Yeah. So I'm still like, floating in the shadows, just.
I think people know who you are. I've heard your name pop up.
It's very nice.
Yeah, all bad things. It's all like, oh yeah, she sucks.
Yeah, she's the worst. She's like really bad.
Yeah, I signed up for 6 months straight, and then finally, there was one door guy, and I'll say his name, Quincy Weekly, really nice guy. Now he just does phones, so most people don't know he's a door guy. But he saw me and he goes, Ari, have you ever been pulled? Have you ever gone up? And I go, no, never, not once. And he goes, okay. And then I got pulled that day to go up. So and I went up and I bombed horrendously. No, the first time? Oh yeah, it was.
I feel like a lot of comics kind of
did my best 3 that I'd been doing for that 6 months around town.
No.
And ate it, but it's fine. I wasn't.
Yeah, and look at you now.
Now I have my own garage.
You're fucking crushing it.
I'm fucking crushing it.
But you are. I don't know you, but I know your name, and that's because
a lot of people hate me. Yeah.
Really?
Is that what you mean?
No.
No?
I've never heard a single bad thing about you.
Not one?
No.
Maybe it's in my head.
I think you're in your head. I
feel like I'm hated amongst the comedy community.
I feel like I maybe would have heard something about it, and
Not once.
I've never.
You could tell me. You don't even need to say who.
I swear to God.
Who's talking shit about me?
What if I was like? What if I just dropped 18 names? No, Bible. That no one I've ever heard talk shit about you. I swear.
And you've heard my name.
I've heard your name.
Someone knows who I am.
Yeah, and I see your name all the time.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm a comic. How long have you been out here?
2 years and 4 months.
2 years, 4 months. Are you gonna stay here forever? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
For life?
Yeah. Unless an opportunity brings me elsewhere.
Sure.
Like if I were to book something somewhere else, I'd go. But that's what everyone says.
Where are you from?
Indiana.
Oh, nice. I was at Crackers 2 months ago.
Yeah, I just performed in Indiana for the first time, stand up, when I was home for break.
Oh, so you didn't start there?
No. Oh, no. I started stand up 2 years ago.
In LA?
In LA. I did Groundlings, and I kept fucking up every improv scene, and my teacher's like, you're so weirdly specific. And he's like, it's so hilarious. He's like, but you're ruining every scene you're in. He's like,
sounds like a hater.
Right? He's like, so try stand up. And
maybe he was jealous. Like by ruining, you were just the star of every scene.
He was like,
and he's like, I'm the star here. This is my class. Get out.
You can't be a star.
And that's what it sounds like to me.
It's a good point of view.
Because if it's improv, I mean, I'm not an improver. I don't know if I said that word right. I'm not an improvist. I'm not an I'm not an improviser. I'm not an improvateer. But they should be able to roll with whatever you're doing.
Agreed.
Because it's improv.
Yeah.
And if they're not rolling with it, they're bad at improv.
Agreed.
So it sounds like that guy. What's his name?
Not saying.
What's his name? He's bad at improv.
Yeah.
John
Glancy
sucks, dude.
He's the fucking worst.
He was teaching improv, what was that, 201?
It was basic.
Improv basic at the Groundlings. The improv basics guy needs to go back to the basics because he's a little bitch.
So you've heard it here.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Clamsy.
I
would never dare to say.
No?
I'm too...
Who's your least favorite comedian?
I can't say shit. I get so nervous when people talk bad about other people. I'm like, my worst fear.
Who do you see and you go, you gotta quit, dude?
I'm not gonna
Just name one. Just name one. It could be guy or girl or trans, whatever. I don't even. It could be black or white or brown, whatever. I don't even care. Asian.
No, I'm never gonna talk shit about someone in our community.
Well, just pick a white guy. Come on. Everyone hates white guys.
If Logan Paul were to do stand up,
you'd hate him?
I'd say quit.
You don't like Logan Paul.
Oh God, I don't really know him as a person but from his videos.
That's the guy who like went into the forest and filmed a dead guy?
Yeah, he.
Nothing wrong with that. People freaked out. It's big deal. The guy
Little
was
dramatic.
dead. Oh, he hurt the feelings of a dead guy? The guy's dead. Who cares?
Because I think what I think is so annoying is his videos after, where he's like, "Oh fuck."
What was that?
That was my phone. It fell out of his jacket. This is a
okay,
new
yeah.
jacket. I don't know how the pockets sit. I just bought it yesterday. Anyways, what is that? It's a car.
Okay. No, it's okay. People know this is in my garage.
Okay, good.
I don't hide it.
Did
It
I
looks like it's not in my garage, but I've mentioned my garage probably every episode of the
Okay,
podcast. So
great.
we're in it.
I didn't want to spoil any. Like,
There's
secret.
mosquitoes in here too. Be
Oh
careful.
God!
Good thing you're wearing
Wow,
a
I'm glad
jacket.
I'm covered head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to frick with the mosquitoes.
That's right. So Logan Paul's his videos after.
Yeah, he puts videos up after, and he's like, this year I'm gonna change, and it's all like emotional videos of him and finding his brother and like crying and like laughing. I'm like, dude, you're annoying.
He's just kind of a little doucher.
He's kind of a little douche.
At least what he portrays himself. Again, we don't know him.
We don't know him.
But we can judge him based off of what he puts out there.
Agreed.
And what he puts out there is a little bit douchey.
Yeah.
He's, not our friend.
Right.
And we don't want him to be.
No.
I do, actually. I think it would be good for my life.
No, you get a lot of followers.
Yeah, I'd get a lot of followers. It'd probably be a good financial decision to be friends with him. And you know what? I'm pretty good at, like, seeing the good in people and shaking off the bad. So, I would enjoy his company.
There you go.
And get to know him
There you go.
for the good.
There you go.
So I don't care what Audrey says,
Yeah,
Logan.
wow.
You're a cool guy. Forget what she says. I don't talk shit like that. And it's like, for all I know, that improv teacher was a pretty good teacher, and maybe Audrey hates him and talks shit about him. But the basics guy, he's probably pretty good, and I don't have anything against you, dude.
These tables have been turned.
Not me.
They have been switched. They have been.
I got nothing against you, the improv guy.
Oh my God.
So how old are you?
25.
25, okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel young or old?
Oh, I feel caught in the middle.
I'm 29.
Oh, that's still young.
No, I feel old.
You do feel old?
Oh, yeah.
You're very proper, though. You're very, you have...
Like good posture, you're saying?
You've got a great garage. You got a great house. You've got things together. You're very mature when I walked in.
Thank you. Posture from military school.
Yeah, that's...
Like we were talking earlier,
Yeah,
they
that's
make you
wild.
sit up straight.
Uh-huh. I need to get better posture.
Getting my life together. I think for a Los Angeles comedian, I have my life together because most comedians are pieces of shit. But if I were to compare myself to the average 29-year-old in America, I probably don't have my life together. Most of my friends from that aren't doing comedy are homeowners by this point.
But do they live in
They
LA?
have wives. No.
See.
But they live in San Diego. It's a nice city.
Yeah, that's a really nice
It's
city.
expensive.
Wow.
That's where I'm from, San Diego. And they have wives, children, and homes.
Yeah, but you'll have that, too.
No, I don't want that.
You don't want that?
Well, the home I would want. But
Yeah.
the wife and kid, no thank you.
You don't want one? Even if you just meet the love of your life and you just...
No kid, at least.
No kid, that's
Yeah,
fair.
no, I want a wife.
I don't
Yeah.
want...
I want someone to, hold into the night every single night.
Yeah.
Like the one.
Yeah, well, I'm...
The one to look into her eyes and see myself the way I should be.
This got very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
No, I don't have that. Everyone
Okay.
else in my life knows
Are
that.
you straight or lesbian?
I think I'm straight.
You like men?
I think so.
But you don't have a boyfriend?
No.
How many boyfriends have you had in your whole life?
One.
You've had one boyfriend
I've had
at 25?
one- yeah, I've had
so
one.
So the issue's with you then.
I think so.
It's got to be.
I don't know. My ex and I
You got
dated...
something holding you back.
My ex and I dated for a long time. Then I moved here, and then he didn't, and then he dated someone else. And then I live with 4 gay boys, and they're all dating other people. And then...
Wait. Rewind a little bit. You were dating a guy.
Yeah.
You moved. Did you break up with him and move here?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it was like, no, he broke up with me, kind of. He was like...
How long did you go out with him for?
We were best friends for 6 years and dated for 2.
Wow.
After the 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And
did you like him the whole time?
Yeah.
You were in love with him the whole 6
time.
years?
The whole time.
What made him... Did he know that?
I don't think he knew that in high school. I think he was literally just like...
What... Like... Because that's kind of a sweet romantic story.
It is.
That you had a crush on this guy for 6 years.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, I'll go out with you.
Yeah, he was epic. I mean, he had a... Yeah.
Do you still love him? Do you miss... Is he the one that got away?
No, because he's moving here next week.
Are you cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You're friends?
Yeah,
like, do you still talk?
We still talk. We're from the same hometown. We have the same friends. We still talk.
In Indiana?
Yeah, there was a period actually, like, since I moved out here and I found out he dated someone else immediately after we broke up, there was like a period of like...
That's how people move on.
I know, but
there's nothing wrong with that. You were broken up.
We were still texting and like, I sound psycho. We were texting still, and then maybe I am a psychopath.
I mean, everyone's a little bit psychopath, but you're never going to want to hear that the person's dating someone new.
No.
But he was just moving on with his life. You guys were broken up. You moved to a new place.
Oh my God, you're right.
And he was like, I'm gonna try and do something new.
Yeah, you're right.
And he did. And her name was...
Rachel.
Rachel. Fucking bitch, Rachel.
Yeah.
Are they still going out?
No, she's got a new boyfriend. And then he moved back home, and then he's going to move here.
What's Rachel's last name?
I don't know.
What's her name?
Her name is Rachel.
What's her last name?
I don't remember.
What's her middle name?
I don't know.
Rachel.
Yeah, it was Rachel.
Find her. Are you friends with her on Facebook?
Yeah, of course I'm friends with her.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm
You're friends with her on Facebook?
Instagram.
Did you add her just when you found out they were dating? You didn't even know her?
No, I knew her. They used to date, and then she went lesbian. And then she
so
dated
he
him.
went back to
an ex. And I
an
think they
ex.
had been texting as friends while we were dating.
That's why if I'm with a girl,
Yeah.
she's not allowed to have guy friends.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. You're not even allowed to have guy coworkers. She's like, it's for work. You're not allowed to text them for
staying
work.
in the basement.
Yeah. She doesn't have to stay inside. Like, if I go out, I'll bring her with me. Like, but she is not allowed to be texting other dudes. It's not allowed.
It's not okay.
It's not appropriate, frankly.
See, that was something I should have enforced.
And the same goes for both ways. Hey, if I'm going out with you and you see me texting a girl, it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate.
And I've done it. And every time it's been inappropriate.
Fucking really inappropriate.
I'm a scumbag.
You are a piece of shit.
No, you're not allowed to say that. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. I'm not a shit talker.
I've had
but
6 girlfriends. 5 or 6. I forget now. 5 or 6.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you're single right now?
A couple of them. Yeah, I'm single right now. A couple of them have been over a year.
You're not fucking around with anyone right now?
No, not really. I made out with a girl last week.
That's nice. Is she a comedian?
No. Absolutely not.
Fuck that.
No, my rule with female comedians is, first off, I don't need them. I don't need to go out with female comedians. There's plenty of girls in LA. This is a giant city. It's the second biggest city in the country.
Right.
But I'm not one of those people that's like, I will never go out with a female comedian. I will never hook up with a female comedian. But they have to put in all the work.
Right.
In today's climate, I ain't hitting on a female comedian.
Like, they need to come after
She
you.
has to straight up text me, hey, I'm into you. Would you want to do this? And then we'll see. And then we'll see if I'm down.
Right. Otherwise, you're not even.
I'm not going. No.
Is there anyone you've been waiting for, though, female comedian-wise?
There's none that I'm in love with that
Right.
I'm like, oh, man, I like her so much. I wish that
she
would text me. But there's some that I'm like, oh, she's cute.
Yeah.
I'd be game to give it a shot.
If she played the first hand.
If she went for it, I would reciprocate.
What if I was like, good to know? I'm just kidding.
I'm sure you are thinking that because you're a dirty dog.
I'm a dirty, dirty dog, and that's why I'm single. I'm just
And
a dirty
look at me.
dog.
Every female comedian wants to be with me.
That's what I've heard.
female
When I
comedians?
said I've heard your name, that's what I heard. That's what it was.
You know why all female comedians hate me? It's not because I'm a sexist and say sexist
Who
things.
hates you? Who hates you? I feel like should I hate you?
Okay, I'll tell you a story that she probably already knows about it because I've been talking about it because she really fucked with my head.
Okay.
So I was doing, rewind.
Okay.
I was talking with a friend. It's going to be weird because I don't want to gossip, but I'm gossiping without gossiping.
It's all right. We're gossiping
Okay.
without gossiping.
Okay, so
I gossiped a shit ton
this
already.
a girlfriend of mine, just a female comedian that's purely platonic. We've slept in the same bed twice. We've never
touched.
We've never done anything.
Like you just like best friends sleeping together, breathing
Like
together.
she probably would, but I don't. I'm keeping it platonic.
Okay.
I'm not into it.
There you go.
Okay, I'm into it as friendship.
Okay.
So she says, "Hey, why does this girl hate you so much?" And I go, "I don't know. I don't even know who that is." Like she said the name, and I was like, "I don't know who that is." So then I go to the Ice House open mic, and I see her there, And I know who it is now because I was informed that she hates me so much.
Right. This
And
world is silly.
So I see her, and she was in a circle of friends, mutual friends, and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I introduced myself. I'm like, "I'm Audrey. Nice to meet you. Just say hi, right?" Didn't want to make it weird. Just was trying to be friendly, trying to maybe persuade her not to hate me as much,
right?
Since I don't even know her,
right?
That was it. Then I go into the room. And I go up on stage, right? And I don't know if you've ever seen me do stand-up. You probably haven't. But I do a lot of...
We've been on a couple shows together.
Okay. So I do...
I was like, we've been on LPR.
You know, I don't want to identify as this comedian, but I have edgy material. Some of it can be edgy. Not politically correct.
Right.
Which is, you know, whatever. It's what I do.
Right.
So I do this joke about transgenders at this open mic. I'm trying out a joke with a new tag on transgenders. It's a joke. It does well in the room. People laugh. Then after the joke and after people laugh, I hear someone in the back going, ha, 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 like a really fake, over-the-top laugh where they clearly don't find it funny. And I was like, I want to know who that is. And I look in the back, and it's that girl that hates me. And I go, oh, you, I just met you. I go, it's cool that I could come to an open mic to try out something new and be heckled by another comedian. It's cool that I could come here and not feel safe to try out new stuff. That's really cool that you did that for me. Thank you so much. and then everyone clapped. And then
everyone stood up.
Everyone took my side in the room. Joke hit. Then I said, now I'm going to do something more offensive. And then I did another offensive joke, and that got a laugh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. And then
no, you should always.
A girl went up after me, a different girl, and she said, "Keep it going, Ferrari. No one should be heckled by another comedian." So I felt good. I feel like I won that battle.
Hell yeah.
But that could have started the war now. Definitely didn't make her like me more.
Maybe after that, it was a wake-up call and it stopped the war.
Maybe. I can only hope. But it's like, if I hate someone, I don't even know why she hates me, but maybe because she heard me do some edgy jokes and she's not into it. Maybe that's why. Maybe
she's angry.
Maybe she looks at me and thinks I'm one time a girl said I'm an entitled white guy, and she hated me for that reason. So maybe that's why.
Maybe she's just feeling like really aggressive inside and didn't know where to channel it, and then
channeled it towards me.
And she was like, "This guy looks like it's."
But all I'm saying is that if I hate someone, I'm not going in the room to watch them do stand up. If I hated your guts and I saw you were going on and we were at the same place, why would I go in the room to watch you if I hated you?
Right.
I would just chill.
Also, I feel like it would take a lot to get another comedian to hate another comedian.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a happy...
I think I'm a polarizing guy. I think you either like me or you hate me. There's no middle.
I feel like, how could you hate you, though? Because I don't know you, so I guess
That's why. That's why you say that. And then maybe you get to know me and you say...
Is this you, though?
Fuck that guy. I mean, I guess.
This is you?
This is... Wait. Okay, now it's me.
Okay. Before I was like, this was you, but like... Yeah. No, I've seen... Okay.
So you're 25 and you've only had one boyfriend.
Yeah. We don't know. I'm straight, I think.
Do you think there's a chance you two will rekindle now that he's moving to LA?
No, I don't know what's going on with me in terms of like... I don't know. I'm not attracted to him anymore. I'm not attracted to any men anymore. I'm not.
You're a lesbian now.
No, I don't think so. Because I'm not attracted.
That's not true. You're attracted to guys.
I think I'm just attracted to nothing.
That can't be true. You're a human being.
But why are people asexual? Maybe this is a phase.
I think if you'd be asexual if maybe you're on certain medication that can make you asexual. Are you on any medication? No. Okay. So
for acid reflux, Dexalon.
I don't know what the side effects are for that. Could be.
Could you imagine if Dexalon may be asexual?
It's possible.
It really is.
It's definitely that could be it.
When we finish, I'm gonna read the fine print.
So if you went out with this guy, what's his name? Your ex-boyfriend?
Andrew.
His full name?
Jones. He'll probably be listening to this.
Andrew Jones. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're going out with Andrew Jones when he's back in LA, because you're probably gonna meet up to welcome to LA.
Right. Welcome.
And let's say hey, let me show you my favorite restaurant. Show you all the spots. You're eating together. He's making you laugh. It's good old times. You see that smile that you used to kiss on the lips.
He told me I had very tiny lips. Our kisses were weird. We wouldn't kiss a lot. Wow.
Okay. So he says, so he's looking at you smile, and you're sitting across the table from each other at your favorite diner. What's your favorite diner?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh God. Denny's.
So you're at Denny's, one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
So you're at Denny's with Alex Jones. Is that his name again?
Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones.
Close.
And he looks at you and he goes, "I miss those little weird lips." and then he leaned in, and then what's your reaction? I'm Andrew Jones.
I'd smack his face away and say no.
No?
I'd say, I built a life out here for 2 years without you. I don't need you coming in. I'm focused. I'm working hard. And I don't need your back smack about my little lips.
Wow.
Wow.
You shut him down.
Yeah, there's the answers. I said, we'd be friends.
If you were wondering, Andrew, that's what would happen.
This is going to make me
I was rooting for you, buddy. I thought you had a second chance.
I feel like if we all have mutual friends. If people from home are listening to this, they're going to be like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I don't know.
Andrew Jones, dude.
Andrew Jones, man.
Respect.
This is fucking wild. The thing is, when he started dating someone else, there was a time.
That's what ripped it out.
Okay, but we were talking and flirting and stuff before he dated someone else. And then I don't go psycho, but there was if I had gone psycho.
Your first heartbreak, you went a little psycho. My first heartbreak, I told the girl I had cancer to try and get her back.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And did she believe it?
For like an hour.
Did you just eventually tell the truth? You're like, oh, I don't have it.
I think she eventually realized that I was insane.
What kind of cancer did you say you
I
had?
said I had testicular cancer. And I said, like, it's God retaliating for all my shady behavior with my penis by giving me penis cancer.
Holy fuck. For that hour she believed you. Was she sympathetic?
She didn't take me back. Like, my plan didn't work, but she was at least talking to me, whereas before she wasn't even talking to me.
Oh, wow.
So for like an hour, I was like, all right, we're talking again. Step one, communication.
Wow. See, my ex's new girlfriend was throwing him a surprise party at her lake house on his birthday.
That's nice of her.
She invited all of our friends.
And not you.
No, and then I texted him. I said, your new girlfriend's throwing you a surprise party at her lake house. Surprise, happy birthday.
Oh,
and that was the craziest thing I've ever done.
That's not that bad.
No, it was. But
what was his response?
What came after it was bad. Everyone was pissed at me. You're selfish. I was like, yeah, I'm just heartbroken, you fucks.
Yeah, wow. But what was his response? Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, but he was like, yo, thanks for the heads up. I hate her. Like, no, he was literally like, why would you do that? I was like, what do you think?
Wow. And you haven't been with anyone since?
No.
You got to get back out there,
I've only hooked up with, I've like only had sex with 3 people.
3 people total at 25?
Uh-huh.
Do you have Tinder?
I was on,
Bumble?
I was on Hinge for a little bit.
That's the popular one in LA right now.
I was just getting fucking weirdos.
Yeah, you got to weed through the weirdos. You got to power through those to get to the good ones.
Yeah, but I don't have time to do.
You have time? You don't even nanny on Mondays anymore.
I know, I have Mondays.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You're 25 years old. You're not getting any younger.
True. Is 25 old? Like, 29 is young.
29 is, first off, 29 is not young.
Is 25 stepping towards?
And 25 is young, but it's not like, oh, you're so young. Yeah. It's just kind of, there's a young person.
Fucking 25.
So, and 25 to only have had one boyfriend?
It's fucked up.
Unless you're a Christian.
Yeah, I love God, but not like that. I mean,
you are a God lover.
I go to gospel church.
Oh, shit. Yeah. There it is then. Yeah. That's why you've only had one boyfriend.
No, that's not it.
You're saving yourself for the one.
No, hell no. I don't believe in that.
For our Lord and Savior.
I'm not saving. But if I got so pissed off that I just threw this.
You're not strong enough.
You would think that.
Well, I can't see under the jacket, but...
Well,
yeah, I think I could definitely beat you up if I wanted to.
We could fight, right? What if this podcast just turned into a brawl?
Then it would just turn into me beating up a woman.
And then I'd put it on my Facebook page and be like, Ari, this is why people hate him.
And then people would be like, yeah, saw that coming.
And that girl, the comedian you talked about, would be the first to comment. She'd be like, I knew that this was
probably.
happen.
Well, I blocked her on all social media.
I want to know who it is. You can tell me when it's over.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I blocked her. I was like, that day I was worried she was going to write a post about me. I'm not saying she was. I was just in my head.
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, I don't want her to see what I'm up to. I don't want her to hate me even through social media.
Do you feel like you're in your head a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm psycho.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I think you need a date, though.
I think so too. Maybe just touch up something.
I didn't think you need to go out with. Maybe have you ever tried going out with a woman?
My roommates are talking to me into it, but they're also all gay, so I think they just are like, "You're gay. We're all gay together." I feel like if I was gay, I would know by now. Maybe.
Maybe. Have you ever orgasmed from sex?
No.
Probably gay. No, just kidding. That's how it works.
You're gay. What if I just realized I was gay on this podcast? I was
Be
like,
awesome.
I need to go.
Be like a miniature Mark Maron.
Yeah. Wow.
Because Todd Glass came out on Mark Maron's podcast.
That's epic.
I think you should definitely experiment with both boys and girls.
Maybe I will try a female. Jesus.
I think you should download Hinge again if you don't have it. And you should meet up with someone. Invite them to one of your shows. Invite a guy to one of your shows.
Invited a date to one of your shows?
Oh yeah.
And how did it? Have you ever have you done well every time that you
No,
invited?
it's worked for me and it's worked against me for sure.
Wow.
One time, I invited a girl to a shitty bar show because that's what I was doing at the time. It was a show at the Hooters on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh wow.
And there must have been 4 people in the crowd. It was like 4 black dudes.
Oh wow.
And this was me a year into comedy. And I had this joke about how my penis, I'm not racist, but my penis is racist.
Oh yeah.
It's just like a terrible, bad joke. I'm not going to do the joke, but that's the premise is enough.
I already like it.
To know that the audience didn't respond that night to it. They didn't, and so not only did I bomb in front of this girl that came out to see me, but it was like she must have been thinking like, oh, this guy, he sucks as a person, and he sucks at comedy.
Did she just get up and leave, or did
she stayed and gave me a hug and was like, you were great, but obviously I wasn't.
Right.
And then nothing.
Nothing.
Left. Never talked to me again.
Never seen her again.
Yeah, haven't seen her again.
Wow.
Since then. But then.
So I'm definitely not going to invite someone.
Yeah, but that's the worst case scenario. Then there's also happened where I invited a girl to a show at the Improv. It was sold out, and it was me and a bunch of famous people.
Right.
And I went up there. I did great.
Right.
And in her head, she thinks I'm way better than I am.
Right.
She thinks I'm a comedy god that's going to be the next big thing.
Which you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And she thought that, and she instantly wanted to be my girlfriend.
Wow.
At least she didn't say it, but I could feel it.
And then were you the one who just cut the ties with her?
I don't remember. It's just, things end. Most relationships
Things happen.
Most relationships don't work out.
Yeah.
That's the facts.
I also that maybe that's another reason. Also, my material is very true to who I am, and I don't know if guys can handle who I am because
that's a good test for them.
I get up there. You've never seen my sets, have you?
I don't think so.
So you don't know. I could be bombing every night, and I could be on your podcast right
Yeah,
now.
but I've heard a couple of people say, "Oh, she's funny," and so I think if you bombed every time, I don't think many people would say she's funny.
Funny.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's.
But
true.
maybe they're just good friends of yours.
I planted them just to get on this podcast.
Yeah.
You're like, what about that? She's funny. She's funny.
You're on the what'd you say? Fresh Faces.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone gets that.
True.
Yeah, I never did that.
Yeah.
I just knew the booker, and he would book me on all the shows, and now he doesn't book me at all.
It's so hard to get booked there.
Yeah, it's all good.
But I just feel like with my comedy, I'm very physical, and I'll do this with my voice a lot, and I'll just be like, "Am I gay?" Like that whole shtick that a lot of people do.
So you do act outs and you get high energy.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. I'm too insecure and in my shell to the point where in all aspects of life I don't make voices or do act outs.
But I feel like that works for you so well. You can if I were to, I couldn't do this. People would be like, "Yo, is she hemorrhaging in her brain?" People.
It's always the grass is always greener on the other side.
True.
I would like to do act outs, but I think the best comedians could do everything, and I can't do everything.
Yeah,
I can do monotone stories and jokes.
It'd be really funny though if you kept the same face and you were just yelling with your hands.
That's what I want to do.
But your voice was like this,
yell.
but you were doing this.
Just animated body. Yeah. I want to be able to yell on stage. I want to be able to do characters and act outs. I've never done it.
Are you gonna jump in that?
I want to do impressions.
I'm so bad at impressions. I would love to.
I would love to be able to do.
Can you do any accent like country?
No, don't do accents.
No.
I would love to be able to do all that. Do they teach you that in Groundlings?
Yeah, but not really. I mean, kind of.
Do you think if I took a Groundlings class, I would then have act outs in my stand up?
Yeah, actually, Groundlings characters. They bring out a lot of wild characters. Like you are forced. I
took a Groundlings class when I first moved here. The one you don't even have to audition for. Whatever that one's called.
Uh-huh.
And I felt like it was good for me, but I also hated it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, they made me cluck around like a chicken and do all sorts of dumbass shit. That's what improv is. They're trying to get you out of your shell, which is good. But like I said, I'm very in my shell. So I hated it because you were literally, even though you have the whole class does it, you're not alone. But every time before class, I would basically have a panic attack because I'm about to go to a class full of people and cluck around like a chicken and make horse noises and just, they make you look as stupid as humanly possible.
They really do.
And I don't know.
And kids thrive with that, though. Kids are literally just like, or adults, I guess, are all just like really into it. And I guess if you weren't, that would be, is that your personal
miserable.
hell? Yeah.
It was hell. But I did it. I paid the money and I finished the class.
It's expensive.
And I remember, not to, maybe they said this to everyone, but he was like, I really think you should take the next one. You're funny. You can do this.
Wait, that's hard to hear, though.
And then I was like, in my head, I was like, I probably should. And I definitely didn't do it. And I don't plan on doing it.
I just want to see you be like, yeah. Like, I want to see you move your face. See? You can do.
I can make funny faces.
Yeah. Your eyes are just getting bigger.
That's all you need.
You just wait.
That's all you got to do. You just got to make any face. Actually, do you know who Jeff Richards is? Jeff Richards was the first comedian to be on Mad TV and SNL.
Wow.
And he was on SNL for three seasons. Really funny guy. He told me once, he goes, if you're ever bombing on stage, just start making funny faces and you'll get laughs.
It's all I do is hump inanimate objects or I make weird noises and it always lands.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's a trick.
Yeah.
It's a trick.
Yeah. Like, I really would love to see one of your sets and then you just have nowhere.
And the joke doesn't land and then I just look and I just make a really weird face and then it gets a laugh.
I would love.
And then I look at you and I wink and I go, that's all you need. Shout out Jeff Richards.
I hope this happens, though. I want to see it happen.
I hope that you date again this year.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think we can kiss that goodbye.
I hope that you get boyfriend number 2 and you make Andrew Jones jealous.
That would be epic. But I'm like avoiding eye contact with you even. I don't even know. I don't know. We don't know nowadays. I'd like to say I'm committed to my career, but everyone can say that.
Yeah, you can't use that.
Yeah, I can't.
You got time for that special somebody.
Yeah.
That man that just makes you get butterflies.
Yeah.
That man that you just want to go home to at night and tell about the troubles of your day.
Yeah.
And the people who you have problems with and what you did and
but I guess I'm not
someone that could counsel you.
I feel like I don't maybe that's something else too. I just don't feel lonely. I feel so the opposite. I feel very happy right now and I feel like
you're not.
Oh. You're miserable. You're hiding behind that smile. I knew from the moment I met you, you were miserable.
You're not. No one's happy. No comedian is happy. You're a sad clown.
That's not true.
You're a sad clown.
I feel very happy.
Yeah, it's what you're telling yourself. Keep telling yourself it. The sooner you realize you're a sad clown, the sooner you can get closer.
What if I just left this podcast and ran into traffic?
Be epic.
You would just delete
because
the footage.
Here's the thing, like, no, I would keep it because here's the thing, like, I'm sure you're a great comedian.
You have no idea though.
I'm sure you're great.
Thanks.
But if you died today, you would be so much greater. You know what I mean? Like everyone would be like, she was the best.
She was so
She
funny.
was about to be a star,
People
but
who talk so
she
shit,
died
like,
too
we
soon.
always believed in
Yeah,
her.
I loved her. She was my favorite. Blah 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 blah. She was so close. She was about to break, and it would break you, right?
Yeah.
And then I would have the last podcast of you. You know how good that'd be for me?
What if you purposely murdered me after this?
If I was capable of that, it would be good for my career. If I murdered all my guests,
Yeah.
and I had the last
And and for some reason you never got caught.
It's not. You know, they can't prove it.
They'd be like, this is just a weird
everyone might
coincidence.
know. Everyone might be like, yeah. I mean, a lot of people have died who've done Ari's podcast, but I would hide. You know, I would obviously hide all the evidence.
In the walls of the garage.
You probably wouldn't even be dead. You would just disappear. And
which would be even more epic because it would take. Actually, no, probably just.
You just be gone.
You just be gone.
You would cease
to exist.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a.
And you wouldn't be a sad clown anymore.
No, she's a happy clown.
Yeah, it's like you're happy. Okay, like who are you trying to kid?
Who are you impressing here?
Why do you think you're happy?
I just feel like I just feel happy, and I feel like I'm having fun.
And you're on no antidepressants?
No, I'm not in therapy. I'm not on antidepressants.
You exercise?
I exercise. I've had a lot of shit happen to me, but I've been able to get through it pretty nicely.
Like molestation, or what do you mean?
No, I've never been molested.
No?
I've never been touched inappropriately.
What do you mean? What's a lot of shit?
I mean, I guess one of my best friends was murdered.
When?
When I was in college.
What? How? Who murdered her and why?
She was in her sorority.
You were in a sorority. You're a sorority girl?
Isn't that shocking?
A little bit.
Our sorority was like.
What school is this?
Indiana University.
So it was a big sorority school.
It was a big sorority school, but our sorority was very like people just got really drunk and high, and like it was like a fun, like.
That's every sorority, I'm pretty sure. Just so you know, you're like, well, our sorority, we all got drunk. Yeah, that's what.
We were the good one. We were the nice one.
We all just got shit faced every night. That's every sorority.
We were.
Even the nerdy sororities, they get shit-faced.
Yeah, they do.
Was yours nerdy or a lot of hot girls?
It was a mix. I guess I was the weirdest one in there.
You were the comedian one.
I was the comedian. But you know what's crazy is so many of them live out here and they're all so supportive. So when I first started, the whole bringer aspect, fire. Easy money. Literally, that's how I
never did it. Because I didn't have anyone.
That was that was my only way of booking for the first year.
Yeah, a lot of people, yeah.
For the first, and then the second, I don't know. I've just been.
Did they ever did you stop doing it because you're like, hey, I'm over this, or did you run out of people to bring, or
people just stopped asking, and I started just booking consistently. But the people who used to ask me for bringers stopped asking me to bring, and they either would just put me up because they wanted to put me up, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so how'd this chick get murdered?
It was wild. It's one of those like freak accidents it wasn't an accident. It was one of those freak like murders that everyone knows about, and if you Google it, you'll find it.
I want to hear it from you.
Yeah,
though, from the inside.
The inside. What if I was like?
What's her full name?
Hannah Noelle Wilson.
Hannah Noelle Wilson, great girl. Hope she's in a better place. God bless to her family and friends. Amen. Okay, let's continue the story.
Okay, great. She was in our sorority house. She was the grade above me.
She was kind of like your mentor type.
She was.
And did you ever have any sort of feelings for her romantically?
No, I knew you. No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay.
No.
Purely platonic, mentor, friend.
I wasn't even considering women at
mentor
the time.
Or a friend or both?
I'd say more of a mentor than a friend because she
was your older sister.
She was like an older sister in the sorority.
She wanted to see you be successful in both college and sorority in your life.
And we laughed. We had a lot of she had a huge laugh. Like, I know people were like, my friend did the best laugh, but this girl literally was like, her laugh was fucking wild.
In a good way.
In the best way possible.
Okay.
Like, she would echo throughout the house, and me and her would do laugh off. I mean, it was just, she was the greatest. She wanted to be a sex therapist, so she taught all the
things. So she was kind of a freak.
She was kind of a freak. So she had told.
Which is what got her into trouble later down the road.
No. It was random.
Okay, I'm going to stop interrupting.
Yeah. We'll fucking keep going. No, she was she wanted to be a sex therapist, but she was very sexual, but not irresponsibly sexual. She also was very prone wear condoms and things like that, and she wanted to help gay people come out of the closet.
My brother just came out of the closet, 18 years old.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Little Jonah over Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Did you know or no?
No, I didn't know.
Did you support him right off the bat?
Or was it if supporting him means beating the shit out of him and saying no brother of mine is a gay.
Yeah.
Then
I'd say that's pretty supportive.
Supportive.
Yeah.
No, supportive.
That's wild. I'm glad that you support him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for him for coming out 18. That's hard.
I don't care. That's his problem, not mine.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Your parents? Is that a lot to
He's
ask?
the one that has to burn in the depths of hell, not me.
Oh my god. So anyways, I like men. No, but she wanted to help people like your brother who didn't need her help, clearly. Come out of the closet.
Maybe he did at some point. He said he knew since he was in 6th grade.
Oh, wow. That's wild. Good for him.
Maybe he could have met earlier. But actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he came out at the perfect time. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like this is a good time to come out.
If you come out as a gay guy in 6th grade.
Yeah. That's
We're
hell.
not there yet in our society.
No,
you're going to get
no.
made fun of no matter, even if you're in LA or the most liberal place in the world. If you're a homosexual 6th grader, you're going to get teased.
You're going to get teased. No matter what year it is.
Yeah. So.
No, I agree.
So, yeah, he waited till he wouldn't get teased.
That's good. 18's good. 18's a great age. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, she wanted to do that. She wanted to help people come out of the closet, and, like, she would teach us, like, funny things and, like, tricks and, like, of, like, like, I'm, like, very awkward. I'm not a sexual person. So.
So she would teach you sex tricks?
Yes. Yes. And, one night, like, the seniors, it was, do you know what Little 500 is?
Mm-mm.
Little 5 is like Indiana University's biggest party weekend.
Okay.
People get really drunk. And when you're a senior, you live out. So everyone lives out of the house.
Right. Off campus.
Off campus.
Yeah.
The juniors live in, seniors live out.
They think they're adults, even though most of them, their parents are paying for them to live off campus.
Amen.
But they're like, I'm an adult. No,
Yeah.
you're not, you dumb, spoiled bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Which was definitely me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, but she, so she went out with a bunch of the other seniors before the race, the big bike race, which is the Little 500. So people get trashed the night before, and she went out, and then she got so drunk that her friend sent her back in a taxi cab. So the taxi goes and drops her off at her place. One of my best friends, like Allie Eschbach, she's one of my biggest supporters. She's flown out to see a show. I did some shows in Chicago. She came to all, like, she's the best.
Yeah.
She was a writer in the bike race, and she lived with Hannah. And she was upstairs, heard Hannah come in, never heard Hannah leave. And then, the next morning, Allie left for the race. The door was wide open. Hannah's phone and everything was on her bed, and no one knew where Hannah was. And they found her dead in a field, and her head had been beaten in. And then they caught the guy who did it right off the bat because he tried to sexually assault her, and she beat him so bad that he had scratches and bruises all over his body. And his phone was knocked out. Like, he had a flip phone, and it was found by her body. So they immediately arrested him.
Who was he?
A random guy that had been had 6 other allegations against him from other girls accusing him of like giving them rides and then like them not being able to get out of the car. But,
Oh, it was a taxi driver.
yeah. No. Just it's not associated. Just another random dude that's been known to like be creepy, and then he's apparently just has been trolling to see if he has any opportunity. And what they think is Hannah, they thought she lost her license or something, and went out to maybe go check on the porch, and there was blood all over his dashboard. So they think that she got her. They think what happened is he knocked her out on the dashboard, put her in the car, drove her to the middle of the woods, dragged her in the middle of the woods. She woke up in the middle of the woods, started beating the shit out of him, and then he knocked his phone out, and then he hit her on the back of the head with rocks like several times. This is wild that I'm telling you this.
Wow. That is tragic.
Maybe
that is a horrible story.
Maybe it's easy to tell you this because I don't really know you.
No, I mean, that's incredibly, incredibly sad.
Yeah.
And, well, I guess I'm glad the guy is in jail.
Yeah.
I'm glad the story didn't end happy, but it did get...
It did. He's in life. He's prison. Life
he's
in
in prison
prison.
for life.
Yeah. Do you know the Lauren Spear thing? Like,
No.
it's just another girl who disappeared but has never been found. And they tried to trace him to it, but it wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
No, I don't know
Damn.
Lauren Spear either. But, wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, wow.
Dude.
That is, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
And that was your friend.
Yeah. She was like an old...
You cried when that happened.
I've never seen any... I've never been sadder, I don't think. Like, I've never had that before. Like, someone told me, I knew she was missing, but it was Little 5. I was like...
Yeah, she'd probably just
drunk.
shit-faced and lost her phone. Yeah.
And then they were like, they just found her body in the woods. And then I lost it. I lost
my
it. And then
God.
I had to rehear it because then I had to re-go.
Yeah, and it was on the news,
and-
I'm sure.
Well, I like found out outside by one of the, because I was close to her pledge class, and then I had to go in the kitchen and hear them tell everyone in the sorority at once. And that is something you have like
And then
80
everyone started crying.
80 girls. 80 girls in one little kitchen just being told that. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
And then that's like just the thing with our sorority and our IU. It's like the
what
thing you
did you
remember.
do to bounce back from that? Like, did you just time heals all wounds? What did you do to kind of...
I was like the person in my house to be the like the she's the funny one. You know what I mean? Like she always says the dumb things like she says she's the light or whatever.
Yeah, you're the goofball.
I just stuck with that. I just kept going with that, and I just kept doing it. And I knew I wanted to be a comedian always. Since I was like 8, didn't know I wanted to do stand up. I had no idea that was even good.
Yeah, you just wanted to. You liked funny movies, and you wanted to.
Right, like every kid, you know what I mean? Like everyone, like I'm gonna be a comedian. Like you don't really know what a comedian is until I guess you enter this. But I mean, so I just stuck with that and kept it going.
And you think you're gonna still do it?
Comedy? Oh yeah.
Nice. Me too. I think
I think I'll do it forever.
Forever?
Yeah, honestly.
Like until they rip the mic out of your hand and say you can no longer do this?
Yeah, 100%.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Do you have any things you need advice on or help with that I could help you with?
Do people talk about deep stuff like this? Or
yeah.
Okay, good. I'm not like the first one.
Yeah, is there anything you want?
You don't think it's weird that
you
I
want
told
counsel on? No, it's not weird. It's a good story.
Okay.
And it's good to know that you went through that.
Okay.
I think it's really sweet.
That's good.
It's not sweet. It's
I think that's pretty sick.
I think it helped you grow as a person, you know.
Yeah, it did.
And I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm glad that
good. She's like one of the driving.
Happy now.
She's like the I'm always, like that was just she's like I think she's a driving force for me doing
I think
comedy
that's
out
also
here.
something that once you start dating again, that they'll help you with too.
If I just go on a date, I'm gonna tell you first because I feel like you're very.
No, is there anything in your life that you have problems with?
No, I mean
You're good to go.
I mean money, but who doesn't? I'm walking.
You're a little poor. You're a little poor.
Yeah, but then I just booked this show, which is awesome. It's a prank series.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's gonna be on Facebook Watch. It's from the team of Punked.
Okay.
So like that's really good. That's gonna make money, but I don't know when they're paying me. I think it's like at the end of when we wrap.
But that'll be a nice little chunk.
That'll be a nice little chunk. But
yeah.
I'm doing what I always do: is nanny, walkie dogs, and
you nanny and you walk dogs.
Well, yeah, a shit ton of dogs.
Do you have any debt?
Yeah, student loans. I paid.
But that's it.
I paid for my college. Yeah.
Student loans, no credit card debt.
No, I've never had a credit card.
No car loan.
I have to pay monthly car payment. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta. That's an issue.
Yeah.
You gotta pay that off.
Gotta pay that off.
ASAP.
No.
You don't want to live your life with a car payment.
That's so true. It's a Nissan Sentra 2008. It makes weird noises.
Oh, so you got to use too. How much do you have left on the car?
Probably like 10 more thousand.
10K?
Yeah.
So I say when you get this check for this Facebook Watch check,
it'll be about that.
I think you should put it all to the car.
No.
To the car. Yeah.
No, you think so?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh fuck! Is that your real advice?
Yeah.
That's like heartfelt.
Yeah.
No sarcasm.
No sarcasm. I think you should take your Facebook Watch pay,
and then put it.
Pretend like you didn't get a little chunk. Now you have no car payment every month.
That's a really good. I'm gonna really think about that.
You should. If you don't do it, that's totally fine. I can't tell you what to do. You're your own woman. You're an adult. But if you don't do it, you're a stupid idiot.
You're a dumbass if you don't do that shit.
Yeah, you don't have to do it, but you're a dumbass. We're going to take some calls from people now who want our help with things.
Is this live?
These are not live calls. These are pre-recorded voice messages.
Okay, thank God. I thought this was live for a second. I was like, holy shit.
I mean, it might as well be. I'm not going to edit it much.
That's fine.
Okay, so this first call is from Skyler Molina.
Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to hear me out. My name's Skyler. I guess I'll just get right into it. Oh, it's so weird. I never really said this out loud, but sorry. Okay. So, what do I do if the girl that I love doesn't love me back anymore? Like I know that sounds like such a generic problem that everyone goes through, and I know I probably sound like a child right now, and I know I'm definitely not alone in the way that I feel. But I just feel so alone, and I just want to die all the time, and I don't know what to do with myself. and I thought about swallowing all of my friend's prescription pills yesterday.
Wait,
but then,
this is serious.
As cheesy as it sounds, I thought about her eyes, and for some reason I just didn't want to die anymore. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is about her or what it is that she does to me, and I feel so dumb for even telling you this.
No,
but
it's not dumb.
I just feel like this might be my last
Are you
hope
on the
before
phone?
I do something that I know I'm gonna regret. And
Shit,
any
dude.
advice would be.
I'm sorry
greatly,
that I've
greatly
taken so long to get to your mail.
Thank you so
I get
much.
a lot of, a lot of calls, and I've probably been sitting on this call for a month without hearing it.
This is not a bit.
so-
This is real.
No, that was a real call.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't mean to laugh. I thought it was a bit.
No, it's okay.
You never know nowadays.
It's intense. Sometimes, when things get intense and a little uncomfortable, our natural reaction is to laugh.
But this is not a bit.
It's not a bit. And Skyler, I want you to know, it's not stupid that you called. It's not stupid that you're going through this. And I promise you, this is a more common thing than you could possibly imagine.
100%.
When I said earlier on this podcast how I told a girl I had cancer to try and get her back. And when that was all going down, I felt exactly how you felt. I wanted to die. I thought about death a lot. I didn't actually have suicidal thoughts, if that makes sense. But I wanted to die. I was in so much pain. She was all I thought about. She didn't love me anymore. I just was crazy. I was a crazy person. And I thought in my head, no one has felt this way.
Yeah.
That's the way I thought. Even though other people have gone through breakups, no one feels the pain that I'm going through right now. It was so intense. It was something that I had never felt before.
Right.
That heartbreak. And I would tell people, I would tell anyone that would hear, because I was in so much pain, I needed people's attention and love. And there are so many people that have been through that and that have gone through that pain. Just turn on the radio. Every sad love song that makes you cry right now because of that heartbreak, you turn on the radio and you just start crying uncontrollably at this song.
Yeah.
Those people who wrote the song wrote it because they felt that same way.
Yeah.
And it's something that everyone goes through, and it's hard. I'm not going to sit here and say you can do this one thing and it's going to make it all better, but it does get better. Time heals all wounds. You will get over this. You're going to meet someone else that you're going to love just as much. And to be honest, you're probably going to go through the same pain again later in life. You're going to go through heartbreak more than one time, unless you're Audrey, Stewart. You date, most people date and then they date someone else and don't become asexual. And I assume that you're going to do that, Skyler. You're going to bounce back. You're going to meet someone when you least expect it, and you're going to give them your heart.
That happens to a lot of my friends too. Not a lot, actually. A couple. One of my friends, he was so heartbroken, and he was so depressed. And then, I'm not even kidding, 2 months later, we went to a concert, and he met the love of his life, and they're together, and they haven't stopped being together. And I hear that so much about so many people. So I'm a bad example, but you just gotta get back on that horse. And
you really do. And it's one of those things where you may think, she was the one, I don't want to meet anyone else. Give it time. You're gonna want to meet someone else. She wasn't the one, or you guys would still be together if she was the one.
Yeah.
That's just facts. I think I might have told this story on a podcast before, I forget. But when I was going through that first big heartbreak of mine, we went to the same school, and we lived in dorm buildings that were right next door to each other. And I was so miserable, and I would be in bed every day with the lights off and the shades down, and my roommate would come in, and he'd be like, dude, you need to get up, you need to go do something, you can't be this miserable all day, this isn't healthy. And I'd be like, I don't want to, and he'd turn on the lights, and I remember one time he's like, you need to look outside and get outside, and he opens the window, and there she is with another dude right outside the window in the quad.
Wow.
And it followed me everywhere for a year, dude. I would see her with her new boyfriend all over campus.
No.
It was the worst year of my life, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Life moves on, and so will you.
And I didn't mean to laugh at you earlier. I thought, literally, I didn't
You're
know
good.
ahead of
You're
time.
good.
We
He's
didn't
not.
know.
You're all good. It was an intense call. It was a lot to take in.
Hang in there.
But Skyler, I promise you're not alone.
No.
And I promise that it gets better. Don't kill yourself, dude. And if you do kill yourself, at least make a will first so that your friends and family can take something away when you pass. And
Don't do it.
No, don't do it.
Don't
I'm
do
saying
it.
if you do, at least set it up to make it easier on the rest of the people. Don't kill yourself in a graphic way. Do a clean death and make it so your family can move on quickly.
Yeah. Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. But if you do, just
But don't.
be cool about it. Don't fucking blow your brains out so people have to clean up your blood. Write out a will so people know what to do with your stuff. Just don't be a douche, Kill yourself right. Okay, so now we're going to take a call from Danny Valdez.
Love it.
Hello, my name is Danny. I've got a great job as far as security goes, but if I'm honest, I'm really miserable there. It's secure and the pay is enough to cover the lifestyle I'm after, but I have a business idea, and I'm wondering if it's worth starting over and reinventing everything, or do you think I just need to adjust my attitude at my current job? Any advice would be greatly appreciated.
I'll let you take this one.
Wait, can you play it again?
Sure. Danny Valdez.
Hello, my name is Danny. I've got a great job as far as security goes, but if I'm honest, I'm really miserable there. It's secure and the pay is enough to cover the lifestyle I'm after, but I have a business idea, and I'm wondering if it's worth starting over and reinventing everything, or do you think I just need to adjust my attitude at my current job? Any advice would be greatly appreciated.
I feel like we're the right people to talk to, though. But in the terms of actually, maybe that's not the right way to start it. We went after our dreams, and we went after comedy, and we took that jump. And I used to work a 9 to 5, and I was miserable, and I had security. And then it was right off the gate when I was working. Granted, I got let go, but regardless, I was gonna leave. If you're miserable, you 100%, in my opinion, should leave your job, and you should follow your passions and your dreams, because they're not going anywhere, and they're going to continue to grow in your head, and you're going to get more and more miserable at this job because you're going to have all the what ifs. And say you jump after your dream and say it works, you're going to be so happy you did, and then say it doesn't, you can always go back to a job with security. If you got this job, odds are you're qualified for another job that will have the same security. But why not take that little jump and leap of faith while you can? Money is everyone that I talk to that follow their dreams is in so much debt, and I still see them working so hard. Like, money is not, it makes the world go around to an extent we need to survive, but it's not, I mean, you can work around it. Like, I would 100% quit your job.
That's good advice. I'm going to give you the opposite advice. Not the opposite advice. I'm going to give you different advice. It's easy for me and Audrey here to say,
Yeah.
just go after what you love, dude, because we have a family that cares about us. We did it when we were young. You were what, 22? You said right after college.
23. Yeah.
23. Me too. I moved here right after college at age 22. Didn't really have a job to compare it to. Didn't have any family or expenses. It was very easy for me to come here and live like a broke young person chasing their dream.
Right.
But this guy's a little older.
That's true.
He has a secure job. I don't know he didn't mention a family or a mortgage or anything like that, but he could possibly have it. That being said, what you did mention is you have a business idea that you wanted to start. And I think that's a great idea, and I think that is your escape out of this job. So I'm not saying quit your job right away, but start your business idea in that part-time. Use the money you make from the job that you hate towards that bigger goal, towards that business. So start the business part-time and try and grow it into full-time to where you can quit. And maybe you'll get your business to where you're making half as much as what you make now, but it's enough to live, and it's enough to be comfortable and have a roof over your head and food on the plate and do the things that you need to do in your life. And when that happens, then you could quit safely and then focus more time in that business and make it grow even more. But I don't think you should quit cold turkey necessarily unless you can afford to do so. If you don't have a family, your rent is cheap, and you can live like a bum for a year, by all means quit and go after it. But if you have a wife and kid and responsibilities, then keep your shitty job and man up and start this business in your off time. Yeah. And sorry, dude, you're an adult. You're going to have to work a shitty job for a little longer until you can pay it up.
It's a very good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. If you have a wife and kids and like people you're supporting other than yourself, Yeah. And also, we know a lot of people who still have like a 9-to-5 security job, and they're out doing comedy every single night as well.
That's what I mean. They make the time.
They make the time.
Yeah.
They're out till like 3 a.m. and they get up for work at 6 a.m. And it's a lot, and you don't sleep. But
That's a lot.
if you love it, you're doing it.
Yeah, and I don't know you didn't mention what your business is, so I hope that you're starting some sort of good business that betters the world, not something real scummy. I hope you're not. I don't know, robbing people. I don't know what kind of business you were going to start, but you left that out. Why would you leave that out?
Please
Unless it was a little. If you're starting some sort of sex trade business or something on the dark web, I don't support that. And I want you to know I only support businesses that help the world.
Yeah, please don't start a sex trade and then it just flash to me in a podcast. Be like, yeah, you just should do this. I support this because.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, do
that.
Something cool. Don't be a shady little bitch, dude.
Please don't be a shady bitch.
Don't be a shady little bitch.
Don't.
Anything else you want to tell the world? Do you want to plug anything? You got your Facebook Watch show coming out.
It's
Punk
released
2
in May, which is a long time.
May.
Yeah.
Well, maybe follow you on.
You can follow me on
Instagram.
Yeah, I post all my shows on Instagram. I have a website
at
Audrey Stew is Art.
AudreyStewIsArt.com.
Oh, no, that's my Instagram.
At Audrey Stew is Art.
And then my website is www.audreymstewart.com.
AudreyMStewart.com. And you could find me at Ari Manis and arimanis.com. You could find all my upcoming dates. I'm going to be in Texas. I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. again. I'm coming back. I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. in a couple weeks. And also, I just released my first book, children's book.
What?
Bears Don't Like Candy.
Shut the
Please go get that. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.
What?
Bears Don't Like Candy.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my fuck.
Yeah, you got to get that.
I'm gonna get that. Wait, that's so cool.
I just ordered 20 of them. I'm gonna start giving them to everyone, so I'll give you a copy. But
you got a children's book published?
I just published it myself.
That's fucking epic.
Yeah. It's called Bears Don't Like Candy, and I'd really appreciate it if you could buy it on Amazon. It's a reasonable price. I believe it's $10 for ebook, $12 for paperback. Wow. Leave me a 5-star review. And just so you know, this book is geared towards ages 1 to 4 years old.
Love that.
There's a lot of illustration in it, and it's geared towards kids who grew up in bear country. So if you're out there and you are a parent and you're living in bear country or soon to be parent, please go out and get a couple of copies of Bears Don't Like Candy out today.
I'm going to tell the parents I babysit for to get it.
Please do.
I babysit for a lot of little kids.
Yeah, and it's geared towards bear country kids, but if you live in a city, I think it's good to get those kids' imagination running wild, and it's good to expose them that there's other children out there in the world that do live in bear country. And it's still a good life lesson to learn. I'm not going to say what that life lesson is, but like any good kids book, you walk away with a life lesson.
Oh my fuck, I'm excited.
And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Wow. And please subscribe and rate this podcast on iTunes and YouTube. Yay. Thank you guys. Thank you, Audrey, for being on the podcast.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.